Quick links after RDR2's epilogue. Explore New Austin after beating RDR2. Pay respects, say hello to old friends as John revisits strangers after beating RDR2. Hunt all of RDR2's legendary animals. Complete RDR2's challenges. Kill the last Carolina parakeet in RDR2. Collect all the horses in RDR2. Just relax after beating RDR2's epilogue. Red Dead Redemption 2 is undeniably a giant game. It can take around 50 hours just to mainline the story, and that runtime can easily be doubled by dabbling in the additional content. Not everyone is going to want to spend that amount of time in a deliberately slow-paced open world, let alone any game, but there is so much to see and explore, it's unlikely players will be able to do everything in a single run-through. There are mysteries to uncover, characters to check up on, and tons of beautiful locations to visit in RDR2. Even after the credits roll, there is an extremely lengthy epilogue where players assume control of John Marston. But what can players do after that is all over? You might want a break from the Wild West, or video games in general, after putting in the dozens of hours it takes to see the end of Red Dead Redemption 2. But for anyone still itching to put on a cowboy hat, this guide will cover the best things to do after beating RDR2's epilogue. RDR2 has many activities to offer for players to do and sights to see. After the credits roll, players can collect horses or guns, hunt legendary animals, visit Red Dead Redemption 2's version of New Austin, search for dinosaur bones, and much more. While some of these activities can be done at any point during the game, New Austin only opens up properly after players finish the main story. Here are some of the things fans can do after beating the epilogue in RDR2. After RDR2's epilogue, explore New Austin. It's pretty remarkable that a huge part of Red Dead Redemption 2's already sizable map is only really available after completing Arthur Morgan's journey. Of course, players might have already spent plenty of time in New Austin in the original Red Dead Redemption, but they haven't seen it like this. As with everything in the game, New Austin is huge and beautifully detailed. Here there are plenty of new animals to hunt and secrets to uncover. Players can also revisit locations from the original game like Armadillo, Tumbleweed, and the McFarland's Ranch. After beating RDR2, pay respects. Plenty of the Van der Linde gang don't make it to the end of this epic story, and a few happen to pass away in the interim years between Arthur's own demise and when players assume control of John Marston. Why not pay respects at everyone's grave? Visiting all 9 graves will also net players the Paying Respects trophy. It's kind of sad and strange to gamify grief, but that doesn't mean players should say goodbye to characters they loved. Players looking to find all the grave locations in RDR2 should check out the video below from GTA series videos on YouTube. Say hello to old friends as John for a little cheerier time after beating RDR2. Why not visit Marston's old pals who are still alive? Uncle, Abigail, and Jack will all be at Beecher's Hope, but John can go out and find some of the remaining gang members out in the world. Players can find Pearson in Rhodes, Tilly living the high life in Saint Denis, and Mary Beth at the train station in Valentine. Out of all the Van der Linde gang members, Tilly seems to have gotten the happiest possible ending. Revisit strangers after beating RDR2. John Marston can find many of the characters Arthur aided throughout his travels. Some of these characters from the various stranger missions will even have their own final tasks they need help with. If players didn't finish these during the main game, they can do so for some of them even after the final showdown. Certain stranger missions in RDR2 can really only be fully completed as John, so it's important to check in everyone once in a while. Hunt all of RDR2's legendary animals. If Arthur didn't hunt down all the legendary animals in Red Dead Redemption 2, John Marston can certainly finish the job. Killing these critters will allow players to unlock even more outfits and gear. If players are looking for more to do, they can always invest their time in some rugged fashion options as well. Many of the game's more ridiculous costume choices are locked behind legendary animals, so if players want to be fashionable after beating RDR2's epilogue, then hunting is a great way to spend time. Complete RDR2's challenges. If players don't want to spend their time just leisurely exploring the world of Red Dead Redemption 2, there is plenty of more game to actually play. Rockstar has made this easy to access by including all the players' current stats in the menu screen, and there are sets of challenges for everything from robbing folks as a bandit in RDR2 to plain old surviving. For players who are looking to complete RDR 2100% after beating the epilogue, check out the video and playlist below from GTA series videos on YouTube, which details all the different requirements of each challenge. Kill the last Carolina parakeet in RDR 2. Why anyone would want to contribute to the extinction of this beautiful bird is hard to understand, but players can hunt and kill the last Carolina parakeet in RDR 2 if they wish. If anything, it's a nifty Easter egg, considering the Carolina parakeet did go extinct during this time period in real life. Collect all the horses in RDR2. There are plenty of rare horses to collect in RDR2, especially those out in the wild. Players can try to tame two of the rarest horses in RDR2, the White Arabian and the Bay Mustang. Some rare horses in RDR2 can only be tamed in specific locations, while some can be purchased at a stable. After finishing Red Dead Redemption 2, collecting every horse in the game is a great way to spend time. Just relax after beating RDR2's epilogue. There are so many little things sprinkled throughout the game that just wandering around at one's leisure can be extremely satisfying. Sure, players can do some trophy hunting in RDR2 to get that platinum, but sometimes the best way to unwind after a long day is just to go to the Marston's ranch and work on some chores. If players want even more to do, there is always Red Dead Online's endless iteration of the MMO formula. But for people who loved Red Dead Redemption 2, there's a good chance the story was a big part of that. You can always go back and replay the story sometime. Red Dead Redemption 2 original release date, the 26th of October 2018. Developer, Rockstar Studios. Franchise, Red Dead. Genre, action, open world, western, adventure platform, Xbox One, PlayStation 4. Publisher, Rockstar Games. ESRB, M.